And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Oxygen Not Included. Well, here we are. Got everything ready to go. So, first things first, we need to close this off, build these two down. And we do need to close this off. But let's get them building that first. I could build these out as well, get these ready. So we're going to fast forward it again. So these insulated tiles will, especially with it being made from abyssalite, will prevent the super hot water that's going to come in here from really percolating out into this cold biome and keep this biome relatively cool. I've got a couple planter boxes up here. Those are where wheezeworts will go because, you know, hot air rises. So all of that really hot water is going to come in here. And so we're going to have some warm air coming up, and these wheezeworts will help eliminate a lot of that problem. The next thing we're going to want to make sure is we're going to need to cool down the water. So that's the big step. There's been a lot of designs. I've tried so many things. You know, the hydrogen cooling method that we use for chlorine in our last series. I've tried that. I've tried several things. But the one thing that seems to work best, I sort of found it accidentally, just from experiments and trying different things. But if you have enough stuff inside where the water is going that's cool enough, it will lower the temperature of the water on its own. And by stuff I mean mass. We need stuff. So like the ladders, okay, water flows right over the top of ladders, but these ladders, you know, these are minus 22 degrees. So when water hits that, you know, as it will build up in here, it will hit that minus 22 degrees and start to cool off the water that's over the top of it. So we're gonna go a little extreme with this. Let's get these insulated done. Once these are closed off, then I'll close off the middle, because then they have to run around and come down, and it's kind of a mess. But we're gonna have these two come down. Sort of a massive building project doing one of these tanks. Now, once our base is well established, I'm going to be building another one of these somewhere, you know, in our base, just to hold water. Because look at that, we are out. Look at that, we pumped all the water out of there and just about filled this up with between the amount of water there and using the water as we were pumping it. Oh, I was like, where's my dupes? But it's nighttime. They're all sleeping. So I've got this hatch down here, hungry. This hatch munching. These hatches munching on this sandstone. So yeah, I use sandstone to feed my hatches. That's kind of natural, because there's so much of it, and we got so much to dig out of here as well. Tons and tons of sandstone in here. Just look at it all. So much for hatches to munch on. Plus, we might find other hatches in here. There's a lot of buried objects in here. If it was cool enough, we'd actually be able to see them before we actually dig them. But 76 degrees is kind of right in line with what they like. So there's nothing really in here indicating to me that there's a hatch, because usually if it's cold, you'll mouse over the buried object and you'll see, oh, it's, you know, chilly surroundings or something, and that's when you know there's a hatch under there. But if it's not cold enough, it kind of negates that. All right, so we got a little bit of water left in here. You know, that's fine. The pump isn't hurting anything being in there. So the other thing that we're going to want is some gold amalgam, because you don't want your pumps made out of copper or wolframite to be sitting in really hot water unless they're made from gold amalgam. And so we're going to need to hunt out some of this stuff. Let's see if there's any over here that we can reach. I'm not really seeing any. That's kind of... Is there any in here? There's a little bit in here. We don't need too much. And this puffed... I'm not sure if this puffed would be good to unleash in our base or not. Because it seems like they filter out the polluted oxygen. I honestly thought... I think they suck in polluted oxygen and then poop out slime. Ooh, look at all the slime right there. That's a lot of slime. Holy cow. This guy has been busy. That is crazy. 2,600. 2.6 kilograms. No. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought that was kilograms. Okay, maybe not. I spoke too soon. Oh, that's a lot of slime, but that probably broke off from this as this busted through. And also, as you can see, I've got this little area ready to punch through this. I've got the clay all picked up, ready to go. Because once I punch through this wall, this polluted oxygen is going to just flood this whole area. It's going to go crazy in here. We got a bunch of people idle. Let's continue building. So I want that. That's done. And then let's finally close this off. I'm going to build that one first, because I don't want anybody getting stuck in there. And then I'm going to build this one. Because they're going to go all along the bottom here, and I want to make sure we're not going to get anybody stuck. Okay, so this one, and all of these. But I can't close this off yet because we need some plumbing in there. And first we need some gold amalgam. So where is a good spot to dig up some gold amalgam? I don't want to punch through this abyssalite. I really don't. So it'd be nice if there was some over here, an area that we've already punched through. But I'm not seeing anything in here. Maybe down in here? I think we could probably dig this stuff out right here. Maybe put in this and a pneumatic door. Although it still opens it up down below, so I'm going to cancel those. I'm going to put the pneumatic door here. That way this puffed will, stay in here. I don't want him busting out at me. I'm still not sure what they do. I'm sure I've read it a few times, but I still don't know what they do. But he actually has a +10 decor around him. That's kind of interesting. Unexpected. Let them do all their little errands. It's using up the rest of this water. There's not much left down here. I could just mop it up. Alright. I also made a whole bunch of... I had a bunch of meal ice laying around, so... I wanted to use that up. Because my edibles, we're getting a little low. It's been a little bit. Okay, let's build this door first, people. Let's see if you're smart enough to do that. Okay, well, we got a bunch of CO2 buildup here. I'm gonna need to replace all my regular tiles with gas permeable, and that'll allow the gas to move around and be a little bit more concentrated down here where my algae farms are. But that's a huge project requiring tons of copper ore, so I'm gonna need to dig out all this copper ore that's in here before I'd be able to do that. All right, the door is in. That's good. I just want to be able to keep that puffed out. Hopefully he doesn't aggro. I'm not sure if he aggroes or not, but hopefully not. So we're also going to want... He looks friendly. The three-eyed flying... Oh, that was an interesting animation. Nice. Yeah, we're trying to get to this gold amalgam. How much is a pump? A pump is 400 kilograms, so we're gonna need quite a lot of this gold amalgam in here. Okay, so this should be pushing oxygen in. That's good. Picking up the granite. That's good too. Let's go back up here. All right, this is officially done. So I want some pipes. Let's look at a pump. The pump is top right corner. So this corner right here, we're gonna make these out of granite. This pipe will come out there. This pipe will come out. Ooh, we're gonna need to come out there because we won't be able to reach. Won't be able to reach this tile here. So the same deal with this one. So it's going to be the top right corner, coming out there, and this one's going to come out there. Okay, so those are the pipes. Now we need the wires. And I think copper is going to be fine. I think the wires go to the same place. Oh no, top left corner. Okay. So top left corner, so the wires can come straight out there, and the wires can come out straight out here. I might bridge these later on, depending on how I set up my system. But I want to get all the pipes and the wires in before I put anything else in. That will tell me how much space I have to fill up the rest. Okay, so this is opened up now, and I kind of want to do ladders, and hopefully I'll be able to come over here. I want to dig up all this stuff here as well, because there's a little bit of gold amalgam down here, and this will also pull off all this slime that's in here. Oh, we got another dupe available. Irritable bowel, bladder efficiency. Just not getting the dupes that I want. I'd like somebody that's actually useful. A little bit of extra work up here, but once we get to this gold amalgam, then we'll build the pumps down here, and also the pump down here, because the gold amalgam pump, you need to put it in hot water, otherwise you're going to run into problems. So hopefully this guy doesn't hurt my dupes. And he's cleaning out, he's, you know, doing his part, cleaning all the polluted oxygen out of this area. Oh, there he goes. No, you can't go in there. Oh, that was close. Good timing, Lenny. There we go. Now we're... Oh, wow, there was a lot of slime right there. Oh, you're heading for the showers, I bet. Oh, they're all full. Oh, he's cruising cruising. Fertilizer. Yeah, we still have some wires in here to make. But it looks like they are working on the sandstone first, which is okay. And now we've got the, yeah, this thing is going again. I want to put a storage compactor in here. Now, does polluted oxygen sink or does it float? It's hard to tell sometimes. I think it sinks just because of this situation right here. So if I put a storage compactor back in this corner, whoops, and put all the slime, the excess slime in there, any polluted oxygen that's made should sink down in here, and this thing should grab it and process it. And if it does pop out, I've got these right here to try to process it further. Alright, now we have some gold amalgam available, so let's dig this out. And we're gonna want all this stuff. Okay, so now we've got some gold amalgam. I'm not sure if we have anywhere to store it. Raw metal. Oh yeah, these are all set to store it. So we have 2,200. That's not bad. Really, that's where you're gonna fall asleep there, dude. Nice. So we're gonna want to dig that up as well. I think they'll be able to use their guns to grab that. And this should be done. So let's set this to organic slime. So this should put the slime right in there. And yeah, they can jump down there. They can go down here, down here. They can get to all that stuff. Okay, so with gold amalgam in, let's get the plumbing, liquid pipe, gold amalgam. I'm gonna get these all built. And that's 4, 8, 12, 1,600 kilograms. Yeah, I think that will work. And we have a little bit left for the pump over here. And that's the important one to keep as gold amalgam, because that water is extremely hot. You know, 120, 130 degrees is less severe than getting it right from the geyser, which is, you know, a little under 200. Okay, so the wires are done, so that means we can finish these walls off. And yeah, this thing will be able to hold a lot of water. A lot of water. But we've got 4 layers of support on the bottom. We have 3 granite and an abyssalite layer. And that should be ample amount of support for that volume of water. We could probably go up in this a couple more. Oh, see, there's excellent yield. So I'm gonna grab that. I lost the last one, which was right down in here. So that's 75 more. That's 75 more sleet wheat. That's a good amount. I've got quite a bit of it right now. 742. So I've got plenty for edibles when the time, if the emergency comes that I need it. Because look at the water already. This thing has stopped pumping, and our water is hurting. Okay, so we want liquid pipes. And we want wires. Just popping all that copper right off of there. Look at that. So let's sweep all of that. Sweep, 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 sweep. And we want sweep only sandstone. This, oh, we still have some sandstone there, so there's still just a little bit of room over here. Otherwise the sandstone is full. So they'll probably put that over here. But I had to empty this one to drop it in down here for this hatch. Because he was hungry and he didn't have anything to eat. So, okay, so this should be getting close. We have these two left and then the whole system. So the last bit obviously is the liquid vents. And we're gonna want at least 2 of these. And let's make them out of gold amalgam, because that's a lot of gold amalgam for one of these. So we're gonna want copper. So 1 here, 1 there. So enough for 2. So I'll be able to put 1. Yeah, I'll be able to put 2 pumps down here. Hopefully I'll be able to reach. Sometimes I'm gonna have to go across here and then dig down, and we've got a little bit of polluted water here. So I want to make sure we mop this up, and I'll probably build a ladder up here and build a granite base underneath here, because this would be a disaster having that polluted water come down into this. That would be very, very bad for the health of our dupes. Okay, so these are done. These are done. And if I need to, if something breaks in here, I can always take a block or 2 out and get it repaired and then fill it back in. So there's not too much there. Now the last part is the mass to cool, and I'm going to use heavy watt wire, which is going to destroy any decor in here, and I want to use wolframite in here. So I want heavy watt wire, which is 100 kilograms of mass, versus like electrical wire, which is 25, or wire bridges, which is 25. So heavy watt wire, this will be a very, very massive amount of material in here. So that's a lot of mass. And let's also, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to cancel that. I don't want to interfere with this. So I'm going to do this across, up. You can't go into tiles with this stuff. Well, create a little design in here. There, how's that? A little design. See, these are now heavy watt wire details, 100 kilograms, and the temperature is 18 degrees, and it's falling fast. So these are going to go down into, you know, cold temperatures, and when the water comes in, it's going to hit these, and it's going to be able to cool down quite a bit, because I made them out of wolframite, and their thermal conductivity is really, really high. So the last step is getting these wheezeworts in, and then running the pipes and the pumps to deliver what we need. Make sure, yeah, we got plenty of wolframite, so we're doing pretty good. So there is the main tank for cool down and storage of main base water, and that is how we do it. It took a while, but we got her done, and that's the main point. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.